All right, shalom, shalom. We are the real Hebrew Israelites, coming day in and day out to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, which is America. Excuse me. First off and foremost, all praises, honor, and glory be unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to thee, the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to the elect, wherever you may be. I'm going to hop straight into this because, quote unquote, this is the year of prophecy, which is very spiritual, because one thing we always supposed to be doing is prophesying. If we're prophets, what's the next thing we should be doing as prophets? Prophesying, man. All right? So I'm going to hop straight into this. Revelations 19:10. And I fell at his feet to worship. He said unto me, see that do it not. For I am a fellow servant and of thy brethren which have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. Worship Yahweh. For the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. So that's the spirit you should always be in. All right? The testimony of Yahweh Shai is what? Lo, I come in the volume of the whole book. This whole book is Yahweh Shai, man. The word. All right? So that's the spirit we're supposed to have on us, man. Hey, from the day you woke up, and now I'm saying this if you're still in the truth. From the day you woke up to now, should have been the year of prophecy, the year of prophecy, the year of prophecy. Each day should be a day of prophecy, man. Because each day we're getting closer and closer to the end. Okay? I'm going to jump from there to Jeremiah 28:8. And the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries, against great kingdoms. Now, so what type of things did the prophets of old talk about? Since, we coined last year the year of death, destruction, and diligence, and Jake wanted to say, it's the year of life. Okay, man. Let's see what the prophets of old prophesied, man. I'm not saying that this is not the book of life. This is the book of life. And you get life when you come to this understanding. But this book preaches both life and death, war and peace, good and evil. You can't have one without the other. So let's look at some of the things they prophesied. Verse 9. I'm going to start it over. The prophets which have been of me, before me, and before thee of old, prophesied both against many countries, and against great kingdoms, of war, of evil, and of pestilence. The prophet which prophesied of peace, when the word of that prophet should come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that Yahweh has truly sent him. So you guys don't have to believe that we're the prophets, man. But when all this shit started happening, then you guys are going to know, damn, a prophet had been amongst us. All right? Because right now, a prophet is not honored in his own home. All right? We're from Chicago. We're not honored in Chicago. Only people we honor by is by the believers. Shit, we ain't honored in America. All right? We wouldn't even be honored in our home country, man. You people ain't going to believe, hey, like the scriptures say, in that day my people will be willing. So when y'all start to see all this shit crack off, then you guys are going to know a prophet has been amongst you. All right? Let me go to some more scriptures. All right? This is 1 Peter 1:10. Of which salvation the prophets had inquired and searched diligently. See, that's another thing that comes with the truth. You got to be diligent, man. All right? And that's a cut to everybody. All of us, we all could be more diligent here and now, man. All right? But you got to search these scriptures diligently. Like the scriptures say, whether the things be true. All right? Who prophesied of the grace that should come unto you, searching what manner of time the spirit of Hamashiach, which was in them, did signify. Now I'm going to stop right there. Because you had a certain somebody say the prophets of old didn't have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. Well, we know what the testimony of Yahweh Shai is. All right? It's the spirit of prophecies. All right? And then don't say, well, they didn't have the actual testimony of Yahweh Shai, man. Well, this clearly just said different, man. All right? They prophesied about Hamashiach. Is it not written in the law and the Psalms and of the prophets? Is it not written of me? All right? But anyway, back to the scripture. Or what manner of time the spirit of Hamashiach, which was in them, did signify, and testified beforehand the sufferings of Mashiach and the glory that shall follow. Yeah, you can find that in Psalms, man. You can find that in 2 Samuel, man, or Isaiah, the 53rd chapter, okay? And the glory which shall follow, unto whom it was revealed. Who was it revealed to? Amos 3 and 7. All right, what do you have? Mark 4 and 11. Okay, and you brothers can look up those scriptures. But not unto themselves, but unto us that did minister these things. So it was revealed to those prophets, and it was revealed to them prophets. So how much more are things revealed unto us? All right, because now we have the understanding of them certain things that happen. All right, and certain of those things that were prophesied to go down in our time. Okay. But unto us they did minister these things, which are now reported unto you by them that have preached the gospel unto you with the Holy Ghost sent down from heaven, which is the spirit of understanding, man, which things angels desire to look into, man. So it's a heavy thing we got ourselves into, all right? Us being prophets and us prophesying, that's a heavy thing. And even the angels desire to look into these things, but they can't because this is our lot, all right? So it's a heavy thing, man, to prophesy. And brothers must take that, man, you don't take that lightly, man, okay? 1 Corinthians 9 and 16. And though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of, for the necessity is laid upon me. Yea, woe is unto me. All right, this is a necessity that's laid upon us, man. All right? And there's nothing for us to glory, man. This is the whole duty of men, like Ecclesiastes say, man. And although it says we keep the commandments, but what's found in them commandments? First of all, we're supposed to what? Listen to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai. So if you tell us to go out and teach and prophesy, guess what? That's a commandment, man. All right? Whether you want to call that a Levitical commandment or not, we still ordered to go out and preach, man. All right? Says, yea, woe is unto me if I preach not the gospel. Right? So death and destruction to everybody that's not preaching the gospel, man. To you guys that came into this thing and now you ain't doing nothing. Paul just said it, man. Woe unto me if I preach not the gospel, man. So that's why I say don't take this thing lightly, man. All right? Don't just go out on Saturday and that's it. Other 6 days out the week, you just being a nigga. The other 6 days out the week, you ain't doing no work. Other 6 days out the week, you're not even meditating. Listen, sometimes you're not going to be able to jump into your scriptures or link up with a brother like that. So you know what you do? In some days, you ain't going to watch videos. Meditate in your mind about Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai and certain scriptures. All right? There's been days where I'll just have conversations in my head with Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai or, you know, the Lord sending the angels to give us, understanding on them things, you know. And those days be beautiful, man. So anyway, it says, for if I do this willingly, all right, this is not a burden, man. Yahweh Shai said it's light, man. Bearing our cross, man, hey, we should want to do this. This should be a necessity. All right, I have a reward, but against my will, a disposition of the gospel is committed unto me. So each one of us has a certain amount of the gospel committed into us. All right, there's, like I said, different members in this body. We all got different operations, diversities, differences. All right, but dang, and I had the scripture, which would have been perfect for right now. Matter of fact, let me get it. Yeah, like I was going into, we all got a part of this truth committed into us. This is Romans 12 and 6. Having then gifts differing according to the grace that is given to us, whether prophecy, let us prophesy according to the proportion of faith. So whatever the Most High gave you, all right, to you who are within the body, too much is given, much is required. All right? And hey, according to faith. So if the Lord hey, committed this much into you, hey, do that to your fullest ability, man. All right? Hey, like me, my lot, defending the gospel, and hey, I like judgment. I love the end time prophecies. That's the thing that I'm heavy into. And that's what most of my videos, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, I go into that. All right? I touch on a lot of other stuff too, but the spirit is heavy on me to go into that. Because that's the times we're in. Hey, judgment and prophecies go together hand in hand, man. You got to have them both. All right? Let me go back to the lesson. Okay, let me grab this other scripture. All right, this is Revelations 10 and 11. He said unto me, thou must prophesy again before many peoples and nations, tongues, and kings. Now, he was saying this to John, the Apostle John of Patmos, right? Now, there's no recorded history of John ever leaving that island. So basically, this goes into reincarnation. But nonetheless, even in death, all right, when we come back, hey, the spirit of the prophets is subject to the prophets. So we're always going to prophesy, man. All right? We're not going to waver. We're not going to fall off. The prophets, hey, all the prophets have a sure foundation. All right? So they're not going to get shaky or have their faith wavered, man. When it comes to this truth and doctrine, man. All right? So the thing is, hey, it says, thou must prophesy again. So it's a must. It's a necessity. Okay? Sirach 39 and 1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High and is occupied in the meditation thereof. Now, I just touched on that. All right? But, hey, watching videos, reading, all that, hey, that's part of that meditation too, man. All right? Praying, fasting, okay? And is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in prophecies. So we supposed to be occupied in these prophecies. Whew, so how much the end time prophecies, man? And like the scriptures say, prophecies fail, which means they come to pass. But what about these prophecies that have not failed yet, that we're waiting for to come to pass? So those are the things that we preach about, all right? Where's the RFID chip? Where's World War III? Wherever it's martial law, all right? And I don't give a fuck if a nigga say, well, we already know about that. We preach about it when it gets here. No, we're occupied in prophecies, man. We're going to stand on our watchtower and blow that trumpet, man. We're watchmen. That's our job. Not wait for some shit to happen, then talk about it. What's the point of being a prophet, man? If I could find the word of, you know how you prophesy, you say before, you say after. If somebody could find a word for that, instead of prophesy, find a word that goes with somebody saying some shit after the fact, there's no point of being a prophet, man. All right, this is a year of prophecy, man. All right, a lot of shit gonna happen. Hey, I hope it goes down this year. If it don't, guess what? We still gonna prophesy. All right, because that spirit of prophecy is always gonna be on us. Yahweh Shem Yahushai Ratazah. You know. Now let me go on to this. This is 1 Thessalonians 5 and 19. Quench not the spirit. Despise not prophesying. I'm going to read that again. Quench not the spirit. Despise not prophesying. Prove all things, hold fast to that which is good, abstain from all appearance of evil. So listen, man. You shouldn't be out here quenching brother spirits, man. All right? If anything, you should be fueling their fire so they could go harder, man. Like Ecclesiastes 4 say, man. Two are better than one. All right? On one life alone, he has one to warm him up. All right? So in this truth, we warm each other up, man. We ain't going to quench the spirit, man. It says, prove all things. Hold to that which is fast. Now, how do you prove all things? With the scriptures. Which means you should be in these prophecies. You should be in these precepts. All right? And that's another word for a law, precepts. All right? Okay. Let me go from there to the next one. All right, this is Jude 1:14. And Enoch also, the seventh of Adam, prophesied of these, saying, Behold, the Lord cometh with 10. Hey, I may have to do a video on this too, myself. I think I will, man. It says, and Enoch also, the seventh of Adam, prophesied of these, saying, Behold, the Lord cometh with 10,000s of his saints to execute. Now, this is Enoch, the prophet Enoch, which, according to the Bible we have now, there's no book of Enoch, all right? Like, we don't have that book, so we go off of what Yahweh Shai gave us now, all right? So what the hell was Enoch talking about when he said, Behold, the Lord cometh with 10,000s of his saints to execute judgment upon all, and to the convenience of all that are ungodly among them in their ungodly deeds, which they have ungodly committed, and of all their hard speeches which ungodly sinners have spoken against him. All right. Okay, so I'm stopped right there. What the hell was Enoch talking about? The Lord is going to come with 10,000s of his saints to execute judgment upon all. Damn, that sounds like a lot of angels starting with Yahweh Shai cracking the clouds. Enoch was talking about this way back then, and this is the seventh of Adam. Futurism, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say that, man. Because it's for damn sure it didn't happen back then. That's going to happen now in the future. So guess what Enoch had? The spirit of prophecy on him, man. Can you imagine how long ago that was? And Enoch was talking about the end of the world? That's heavy as hell when you think about it. But guess what? Luke 1:70 says it best. It says the prophets, hey, we was prophesying since the world began. Matter of fact, I'm going to end the lesson on that. I'm going to read this Corinthians first and then end the lesson on that. 1 Corinthians 4:5. And I would that ye all speak with tongues, which is a different language, but rather that ye prophesy. For greater is he that prophesieth than a man that speaketh with tongues, except he interpret, that the church may receive the edifying. All right? So the key point is, it's better to prophesy than to speak different languages, man. Now, it would be great if you did know different tongues, because you could prophesy to that certain brother or certain people in that tongue that they speak. Yet, you're still prophesying. Because guess what? Yeah, the words may change, but the sentimental value of it, or the prophecy that's coming out, regardless of what language it is, still stands true. All right? Now let me finish with this Luke 1:70. All right? So this Luke 1:70. And he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began. All right? Hey, so guess what? Every year was the year of prophecy to us until the elect. And I say us because Yahweh Ratzah, we're the men. All right, the elect hopeful. But nonetheless, the prophet's been doing this since day one. All right? Who the hell you think was that cool in the day, that voice in the cool of the day, man? All right? So the prophets always will have the spirit of prophecy on them, man. All right? We're like a fucking bottled up, man. And we got to get this fire out, man. This is my outlet. All right? Hey, if I didn't have the truth, I probably would have been crazy already, man. All right? But with that, I pray that this was edifying. All praises, honor, and glory be unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to the elect, wherever you may be, man. Hey, brothers, kick, push. Hey, you notice this, the year of the push was what? Prophesy until Shiloh's here, man. So we was already in the spirit of prophecy back then. This is all spiritual, man. The year of death, destruction, and diligence. Key word being diligent. To be diligent, yeah, you got to be in this word. You got to be prophesying, man. So little do brothers know. I mean, if you do know, hey, we was always in the spirit of prophecy, man. Each year is the year of prophecy, man. And that's spiritual that the elders coined this year, that, man, because a lot of things are turning up, man. All right? And as these things turn up, the spirit of prophecy is going to turn up with them. All right? So with that, Like I said, all praises, honor, and glory be unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to the elect wherever you may be. Death to you 2/3 and death to all you false prophets. Hey, Abad Babal and this whole establishment, man. Everything across the world, man. All right? That is not for Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. With that, shalom.